Hey everybody, it is Matty here with Altcoin Buzz with you on this Saturday. A happy weekend to you out there, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army. Today we're going to look at this Forbes.com article, Bitcoin prices gain as positive developments attract investors. A lot of positive sentiment today. Here on newsbtc.com, Bitcoin continues respecting 7-year trend line as bullish momentum flourishes. Bitcoinist.com, Bitcoin bulls are running again. Is $9,000 the weekend target? We're not far off. I'll let you know in a moment where we sit at the time of this recording. On altcoinbuzz.io, we're talking Uber, PayPal, Visa to back Facebook's global coin cryptocurrency. So big corporate news as far as that initiative goes. Here on Cointelegraph.com, apparently Facebook has secured support from dozens of new firms for its crypto project. Also being covered on Coindesk.com is global coin. We're going to take a look at Changpeng Zhao, the CEO of Binance, because Binance US is finally launching, will coexist with Coinbase. We'll get his perspective, CZ's that is, along with this individual, Alexander Dreyfus. So a lot is happening in the news today, but let's begin here on CoinGecko.com with a snapshot of the market. Total market cap for cryptocurrency is up 2.6%. We're at $272 billion. So an uptick on a weekend is always positive in my opinion. There was a period of time where we tended to retrace very consistently every single week on weekends. But here, as you can see, Bitcoin is up 2.4% over the last 24 hours. We are sitting at $8,628. Not so bad. Ethereum is also up. Pretty much all of the projects are up here from what I can see, except for Bitcoin SV down slightly. So we've got some very, very positive action here. Again, at least for a Saturday, in my opinion. So let's switch gears now. Take a look at this Forbes.com piece. Again, Forbes is covering Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Bitcoin prices gain as positive developments attract investors. So Bitcoin prices rallied over the last week, benefiting from sustained upward momentum as bullish developments drew new entrants to the space. Charles Hayter, who's the co-founder and CEO of digital currency data platform Crypto Compare, spoke about this momentum, stating that, quote, "The market is seeing new entrants and excitement on a number of fronts. People looking to actively trade and investors who want to buy and hold are both flocking to the space," he stated. Quote, "The rise itself attracts new entrants, but there are a number of new developments underpinning the fundamentals," added Hayter. And some of those fundamentals are the very pronounced ones, at least in the form of what's happening on the corporate scene. That's something that we're going to get to in just a moment. But here on newsbtc.com, Bitcoin continues respecting 7-year trend line as bullish momentum flourishes. Okay, so Bitcoin's recent bullishness has allowed the crypto to maintain above a long-term trend line that has held over the past 7 years, which may signal that significantly further bullish momentum is imminent in the near future. May, there's never a guarantee. It may signal. At the time of this article's publication, Bitcoin was at $8,400. As we just saw, it's a couple $100 up above that. Over a 1-week period, Bitcoin has been able to recover from lows of $7,585, which is a price point at which the crypto garnered a notable amount of support that sparked the recent rally. Luke Martin, who's a popular cryptocurrency analyst on Twitter, explained in a recent tweet that Bitcoin may be poised to surge to $9,800 if it is able to climb back above $8,400, which it now has. Quote, "The Bitcoin chart is probably the most exciting chart on my watch list going into the weekend. If prices can reclaim $8,400, I would be convinced that the trend higher is ready to resume. After that confirmation, I would be aiming for $9,800, he explained. And then there's also the matter of this 7-year trend line that Bitcoin is currently respecting. So Josh Rager, another popular cryptocurrency analyst on Twitter, spoke about this trend line in a recent tweet, explaining that its upward momentum will likely extend significantly further if it is able to continue holding above $7,200. So Bitcoin, quote, 7-year trend line. In case you haven't seen, Bitcoin is currently sitting above a 7-year trend line that has only broken once as support. And that was back in November of 2018. Bitcoin reclaimed support above the trend line in April, and if Bitcoin can hold above 7,200, it looks bullish for continuation, Rager explained while referencing the below chart. If you're not following Josh Rager, he's a pretty good follow on Twitter, I have to say. Here is the chart and the trend line that he's referring to. So as you can see, we did break below this trend line in November of 2018, but we came back over it with at least some authority, so we now sit above it, and as you can see, it continues to go up and up and up and up. But then again, I talked about this yesterday, just because there does happen to be a historical precedent doesn't really guarantee anything in the future. So while the trend line is a nice little piece of analytics to observe, it's an interesting metric. Does it really spell anything out one way or the other? No, not in my book. Personally, I take everything with a grain of salt. However, there is an argument to be made that this is a good thing. Here on Bitcoinist.com, Bitcoin bulls are running again is $9,000 the weekend target. So if you're interested in more Bitcoin price analysis and a take on some of the technicals, you can take a look at this piece as well. There's some other arguments to be made that there is some more room to the upside as far as the recent price action, the positive recent price action that we've been seeing. And in other news here on altcoinbuzz.io, Uber, PayPal, and Visa to back Facebook's global coin cryptocurrency, article here by Luke. So Visa, Uber, PayPal, and actually MasterCard are backing Facebook's global coin with $10 million each. Not a bad little piece of publicity for Facebook's new initiative. This was reported by the Wall Street Journal on Thursday. Yes, Facebook has signed investment deals with more than a dozen companies, including Visa, MasterCard, and Uber. According to the publication, Facebook has already been silently working on the cryptocurrency for more than 6 months, I suppose under the umbrella term Project Libra. Global Coin, which will be a stable coin, will be unveiled next week and most likely launch next year. The Wall Street Journal furthermore stated that Stripe, Booking.com, and Mercado Libre are going to be part of Facebook's project. Specific details, however, have not been given in the report. As Luke writes here, it's expected that global coin is going to be implemented within Facebook's messaging infrastructure. So that being WhatsApp, Instagram, and of course, Facebook Messenger. More details are coming soon. There's not a lot that we have here at the moment, but expect more information to drop next week because, of course, global coin is expected to be unveiled, as we've been told, on June 18th. So that's going to be a very interesting day to look forward to just a few days from now. And on Coindesk.com, Facebook's global coin may be a historic initiative, at least according to certain RBC analysts. So, quote, "We believe this may prove to be one of the most important initiatives in the history of the company to unlock new engagement and revenue streams." That's a quote by RBC Capital Markets' Mark Mahaney and Zachary Schwartzman, which they provided in a note on Thursday. So the two experts expect the currency to be used for payments, commerce applications, and gaming across Facebook's ecosystem that includes image-based social media platform Instagram and encrypted messaging service WhatsApp. RBC said it plans to offer an analysis of the paper when it's released, quote, "to help investors analyze the underlying crypto economics of the token." Understandably, a lot of people are excited about this initiative. I keep saying it, whether it's a success or a flop, technologically speaking, it's still going to be out there available for a couple of billion people right out of the gate between Facebook Messenger, between WhatsApp, and between Instagram. You just have a massive captive audience, perhaps one of the biggest captive audience that have ever been available for any kind of project launch, historically speaking. I mean, I can't think of another comparison where there's been a similar situation, a similar network that's been set up globally, just waiting to unveil a new product for individuals. So understandably, RBC, as well as many other groups, are quite interested in the developments. Here on Cointelegraph.com, you can also read about the support that Facebook has secured from dozens of new firms for its crypto project. And there's a handy little graphic here, what Project Libra is all about, looking at some of the companies and institutions that are supporting it, not the least of which are Visa, eBay, PayPal, Coinbase, Uber, MasterCard, Facebook, of course, and others. You could check out this piece for full information. In other news here, and to round things off on ccn.com, Binance US is finally launching and will coexist with Coinbase. That's according to their CEO, Changpeng Zhao. Of course, Binance is the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange by trading volume, and they're launching in the US with a partnership with BAM Trading Services Incorporated as Binance US. So throughout the past 2 years, Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao emphasized that the company has been observing the, quote, challenging regulatory landscape in the US, avoiding the major crypto market with plans to expand with full regulatory compliance. Zhao stated that the company is confident that it can provide services to local users in the US in a compliant and secure manner, interacting with local regulators and partners. He said, quote, "There has also been confusion as to why Binance has not registered in the US. Well, Binance is a very early stage technological startup, and since launching our services less than 2 years ago, we have faced a smorgasbord of ever-changing regulations from around the world. We at Binance.com have been working tirelessly to improve our regulatory knowledge and capabilities as we aim to provide our services in the utmost compliant and secure manner in whichever new market we plan to enter. Sounds fair to me. Sounds prudent as well. You wouldn't want to enter a weird regulatory landscape prematurely. That would be horrible, not only for the business, but for its customers. I wouldn't want to see that either. To close off here, if Binance succeeds in penetrating into the US crypto exchange market swiftly following its expansion, of course, yes, it would further solidify the presence of the exchange at a global scale. Binance just seems unstoppable to me. I'm impressed with every initiative and every choice, every business decision that they make. And I am quite impressed with Changpeng Zhao's leadership, personally speaking. I think he's a great captain of the ship. Take a look at this tweet. Speaking of Changpeng Zhao, this from the 13th of June, just a couple of days ago. There will be a few restrictions on Binance.com accompanying this, but some short-term pains may be necessary for long-term gains. And we always work hard to turn every short-term pain into a long-term game. And this, of course, is in response to the fact that Binance has announced a partnership with BAM Trading, as we just discussed, to launch US exchange. At Binance America is another handle you may want to follow here. Reacting is Alexander Dreyfus from the 14th of June. Also, this is actually great news for the quote rest of the world, as it will reduce risk exposure to all Binance.com operations and strategy. By splitting US and rest of the world, they give the non-US operations even more opportunities to grow in response to Binance's press release on the issue. Let us know what you think about Binance's expansion in their quest to take over this planet Earth that we call home. I think they're doing a great job. I have nothing negative to say about Binance or Changpeng Zhao. And no, I'm not being paid to express that sentiment. I'm just a satisfied customer. That about rounds it out for the news today, everybody. Do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels and keep checking back into our website, altcoinbuzz.io. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead, like, subscribe, share. It helps us out, and hit the bell to receive notifications. That way you never miss a beat. Enjoy your Saturday, everybody, your weekend. If you choose to invest, all the very best of luck. But have a good one out there, and we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.